Hey Clashers, everyone talks about the Root Riders, but actually rank 2 globally in Legend League is playing the Masked Dragon attack. That's right, RS is playing the Masked Dragons, so I thought we should take a deeper look at that because I feel like dragons can be really powerful as well. So I just copied his army and I will show you exactly how you can use that, especially for all of those people out there who do not like ground attacks that much. This army composition is incredibly strong, so let's go to work and play some attacks with it. Equipment-wise, we're not going too crazy, okay? The only thing which might surprise you is the Barbarian King. And don't panic, you do not need the Spiky Ball maxed out. The only level you need is level 12, because this is going to one-shot archer towers, air defenses, and all this good stuff. You do not need it on a higher level. Everything is appreciated on a higher level, obviously, but level 12 is the most important thing. Another really important thing for this strategy is the usage of the siege. The siege machine which he uses the most is the Flame Flinger, by a mile actually, which is really surprising. Which means we want to clear out one corner. It's not about like getting the craziest value like Town Hall, 5,000 Eagle Artilleries, 10,000 Monolith. No, that's not how it works. You just want to clear out one corner and get things ready to make sure that the pathing is getting set up. Next thing, equipment, Archer Queen, pretty classic by any type of air or ground spam. I feel like this is the most common equipment combination. For the Warden, we're using Healing and Eternal Tome, and a Royal Champion, which is as well currently the most common combination, I guess, of equipment. So, we have gotten already one corner. Let's use the Fire Dragon to already clear those buildings out. And then we're going straight into that Town Hall, because we want to get those right. Now then, let's get the wall break in here. We're using the King ability right away to set the funnel, just like that. King should then go in just a second. Then deploy a couple of loons, just a couple of them, because the majority of loons we want to have in that core, otherwise they will just fly in front way too much, okay? So that's really, really important. Now the delayed loons, everything in there, that's amazing. Looking solid already, we can then rage them up, just like that, and then use the Warden ability as we're going through that Town Hall, just like that. Everything is covered, amazing. Queen ability now, let's support that that Queen as well with a little bit. Right here, let's add the skeleton spells. The skeleton spells are mainly used to distract the monolith, for example. You can distract single inferno towers, all that good stuff. Like, it's really universal what you're using it for. You can use as well, or you can use it as well for merged cannons, for example, for the Royal Champion on the backhand. Like, that worked great as well. Like, it's totally up to you. It's really, really nice supportive spell for a lot of different use cases. And by now you can tell already, this base has no chance whatsoever. And the cool thing about this is, because this attack is so quick, you can just use that Flame Flinger because you're getting just so much value, which is crazy. And you as well have the archers, Barbarian, everything to scout for traps. And yeah, it's just, I mean, take a look at this. This is not even close. It's crazy. And as I said earlier as well, you do not need the max Spiky Ball equipment. All of those buildings at the top set would have went down with the level 12 equipment as well. Level 12 though is needed because this is where the equipment does 2,000 damage, and this is then going to one-shot those important key defenses like air defense, arch tower, if you somehow get an air sweeper, for example, and things like that. But hey, that was the first attack. Let's move on, I'm sorry, and get hopefully another 3-star. We have our next base. This time around, a complete different setup. This is one of the world's bases from last qualifier. So let's see what we can do possibly versus this base. First off, let's identify which corner we could possibly funnel. I think we could go for the left side. The mortar is really exposed, and that is really coming in clutch for you because Root Riders, as I said earlier, are everywhere currently. But this means on the other side that, well, you can just snap down those mortars because Root Riders do not take advantage of this. And, well, this means for you just easy going. Let's just add this one. Then we have the Flame Finger. And again, we take some time. Like, we take some time to take down the corners, funneling. Then we're going to send the heroes from the top side, then all the way to the right, and have the Root Riders, the dragons from the top left side going straight into the tunnel. We're dodging out of those sweepers, which is going to be amazing, and obviously a really big thing for us. Get even that storage off the way. Things already look great for us. This looks amazing. Give it a bit more time, like around 1 minute. You can easily let that flinger work for 1 minute. That is good enough. That works great. Let's just double check if there's any tests now. It seems like a no, which is amazing for us. By the way, as well, I'm sorry for my nose, like it's non-stop running because I don't know how you managed to do that, by the way. way. But how could you get sick in the summer? Like, that's really a challenge. But hey, I've done it. I've won it. I don't know what exactly I won, but something useless, I guess. But hey, now from the top side, the king. Let's start from the top left, so the ball is bouncing to the left side. We have not really managed to get that right perfectly. That's why I'm going to delay that queen a little bit. Again, as I said, waiting with the loons to then get out of them into the warden ability. Add the queen in just a second, but I do not want to have that started too early. Let's use the rage, which is going to cover as well for the town hall. And now the warden ability covering everything. Now the queen, the king is coming back as well, which is exactly what we were hoping for. Rage things up, monolith, get that distracted as well. And then, let's see, what else can we distract on this one? Everything else seems like to be pretty nicely covered by a lot of things. So let's just add another skeleton here. Let's freeze it actually, because this dragon has to take it down. Has to take down that monolith. So we have to take a closer look at that. Let's see, we can use the queen ability just like that as well. Let's freeze it. We have to make sure that that dragon is getting that monolith. And yes, we did. Now let's wait for the clan castle to go down, because it is most of the time ice golem. So now we can actually use the royal champion. Things look good. We can add a giant here. Actually, as I'm seeing this, I should have used the royal champion on the far right side, to be honest. Adding her from the top left wasn't the smartest, but hey, it's okay. Let's get the wall break right on this one. It's actually working. That's amazing. We have 3 more freezes, by the way. We have a ton of more freezes, so this already looks pretty much crushed, to be honest. The king is just non-stop tanking, and because we're not using the rage vial, which is really, really solid for any type of air attack, the king is not running away from the queen, because he's not getting speed up or anything like that. So that is really, really nice for us. The king staying close to my archer queen, making sure that he's non-stop tanking. And with that vampire stash, he's really staying alive for a long, long time. And you have the early, or whenever you want to use its spiky ball ability, to snipe further inside buildings, create a funnel, set up pathing and things like that, which is amazing. So really, for air spam, this equipment combination is just... it's amazing. Let's say it. It's really, really solid. But let's move on to the next attack. And as you have seen in most of those attacks, the king is not even going down, which means the phoenix on that king wouldn't be really useful. You could use the yak instead of the frosty, but that's kind of up to personal preference, I guess. Now, let's take a look at a corner where we could get some value. Left side looks okay. Yeah, no, the left side actually looks really, really good. If you deploy it right here, we need to make sure that it's out of range of this. Wait, we can actually take... yeah, let's use 2 loons to take that out. Then we test if there's any traps. There is not, which is really, really good for us. And now we can just deploy this thing here. And this should give us amazing value, because we can take down the wizard tower, then the air defense, even maybe the scatter. Now let's take a look at the sweeper settings. The sweepers are freaking annoying. They look really annoying as well from the setup. So I think we should send the heroes from the top side, use an early ability to take down the arch tower, and hopefully as well that air defense, and then let the king walk around the top side, which means this time around I want to make sure that the king is walking this direction. So that's why I'm going to use an Inferno Dragon early on. Next thing, just like that, let's distract this one. Let's use the giant as well, a wizard as well, because the giant is running into the range of the mortar, so we have to be careful there. And then, yeah, we get the funnel right from the top side, dragons in from the far right side, and I think we're good to go. So let's get this started, just like this one here. Again, we don't have to stress, like the time is always going to be on our side, so that's always the great thing. Let's do it like this. King ability early. Let's add that queen. Let's add the remaining balloons. Looks already solid. The funnel has been set up. Light mines are hitting our troops, but that should be okay because we have the healing tome. Can wall break our troops in. Warren ability in just a second. I think actually right now might be a really good ability. We have the queen doing her thing at the top side. I would just freeze this, to be honest. For the back end, we have still skeleton spells. I would just freeze this here. I'll raise this up, freeze this again. Let's add the royal gem for the heroes this time, because last time I messed it up a little bit from the direction. Otherwise, troops have to go now through the town of poison, which is not optimal. But hey, I think it should be easily okay, because we had the healing tome activation really late. So that should be no problem to take those out. And then we have the heroes finishing things off. Like, it's going to be, again, another easy 3-step for us. Root Riders are strong, don't get me wrong. But I feel like a lot of times people are underestimating how many other good strategies there are. And I am typically not the best air attacker, but this is not hard whatsoever. Like, you You can get this really, really easily done. I will just non-stop use my phrases. We have no other troops. This is good to go. And another 3-star for us. There is a reason why RS finished in between clouds and stars on rank number 2 in the last season with this exact strategy. It is just insanely strong. And as far as I know, he switched to Spiky Ball for this season as well. And I can totally see why. Like, as soon as you have this thing unlocked on level 12, use it with air. You can take down the most important defenses with a one-shot with this. And if you have it high level, it's even better. I mean, obviously, it's not getting worse or anything, right? But the most important is getting that level 12, and then you can easily use it to snap those buildings. Otherwise, I hope this video was helpful for you. If you want to give this strategy a try, I have the link, the strategy link down below in the comments. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow for the next one. Until then, see ya and bye-bye.